Okay, it's Saturday, I'm at work, trying to get some of this shit done. Got all the wood from my port, so we're going to start doing this thing on my own. Alright, so now what we need to do is, I need to find on the bottom of the box where this port lines up down here. You'll see in a second. So my pencil's a little too long, so I'm going to have to snap this thing. That way I can get it inside and make a line on this. See where the bottom is. Alright, so now I can get right in there. Alright, so I'm going to make that line, and then I'll take out the 2 bolts I hand threaded in, just to hold it on there. Alrighty, so here's the line I just made. That's where the bottom of my port piece will be. The reason for this is the port is going to be going here. The problem is it's going to hit the baskets. So what I need to do now is I need to cut down some of this area to give me some square inch of port area. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get another piece of MDF, put it on top of here, that way it gives me the length of the MDF across. And then I'll just cut up and notch it out, and we'll get that out of there. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, I had to switch cameras. Battery died on my other one. Here's my piece right here. There's the bottom line. Here's my new line. The reason for this is I don't want to cut the port down right to the edge of the port. Then it will have the possibility of leaking air through and it'll be a little bit weaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the port down to the top line, follow it, and then I'm going to go back up. And then that's going to give me all that square inch of port area that I normally won't have, seeing as I'm only going to be able to go about this high with the port. So now we'll get to cutting. There's one cut right there done. There's the other cut. Now I am losing 3 bolt holes, so what I might do is I might just fill them in on the face of the port so that it's cleaned up. Put one right on the edge and another one right on the edge. Figure that out later. Let's do our dip cut now. No turning back now. Alright, here it is looking like shit. Got it out in 2 pieces. Now's the fucking hard part. Alright, so here's the way I'm doing it. Everybody's got their own technique, I guess. Whatever gets the job done in the end is what works. So here is a 7.5 inch tall piece of MDF that I had laying over. The problem I'm having with my port and why I had to notch this out more is because of the baskets. My port would have hit the baskets, and I would have lost a lot of port area if I would have made it smaller. So what I'm gonna do is, as you can see here, that's 7.5 inches from the bottom of my port now. So what I want to do, see if I can get this thing to balance. Probably not. All right. Is 7.5 inches plus I can get 2.5 and it'll slide right under the basket. 7.5 and 2.5 is 10 inches high. So now I know I can cut my 2 long port pieces 10 inches high and it'll clear the basket and we'll be able to go deeper down into the box. So that's going to be our first move. We're going to make 2 pieces 10 inches high and 19.5 inches deep, and this is going to bring the tuning to around 31, 32 hertz, somewhere around there. So let's get that done. Then once that's done, we'll see how wide we can make it. First shot of the left wall of the port. Fits right in. Even though, I mean, I'm not holding it perfectly straight, but that's it right there, baby. That's what we wanted. Two side pieces are in the box, so I could get an inside measurement. It's 10 1/4 inches wide, the port inside diameter, 12-inch outside diameter. Let's get the cutting. Bottom piece dry fitted. Starting to look like something. Alright, all 4 port pieces are cut. So we got them labeled. Right side, top, depth side. Left, top, depth side. Top piece, that's going to be the outside of the top piece, depth side, and then I got the inside, bottom, with the arrow showing which way it's going in. Next move is, now we're going to screw this thing together, so we're going to pre-drill all the holes. And to do that, what we're going to do is go around the edge with this scrap piece, and I'm going to put a line here, that way I know how wide I have to drill. And then that'll give me perfect drill holes all the way down without going out of the piece and having screws going fucking crooked, sticking out the port and all that bullshit. So I'm going to get these all mocked up, drill them, and then we'll see screwing together. We'll screw together. Alright, here we go again. BuyCarAudio.com. Another recone kit. Get this shit filled out so we can get this recone kit on the way.